Today is all about choosing your niche, your purpose for who you're trying to serve. This might not be the only type of client you serve forever. Ideally, this is going to be at least for the next 90 days. I want you to treat this like your weekly sprint. A very important part of this to take note of is when we try to chase everyone, we end up missing and getting a lot less or getting nobody. The message becomes unclear, it becomes muddy. We say we are a place that is for everyone. And I love that. And while that's a noble cause, you have to attract your seed clients. You have to understand who your niched in clients are so they can help you set the base for what you're trying to achieve. When we aim at someone particularly that has a clear goal or problem that we're solving, the message lands way more genuinely. It comes with extreme care and love and clarity. And honestly, it's a lot simpler. So, quick gut check for you. If I ask you right now, who is the one type of person you exist to serve? Could you answer that in one clear sentence? No commas, no fluff. I also want you to take that a step further. If you went and looked at your social media, if you went and looked at your website right now, would you be talking to one clear niche? I'm going to give you a great example of what I'm talking about here in just a few minutes. But think about that. Is it so clear who you're trying to bring into your facility that when I read it, we can easily describe it? And if not, by the end of this session, our goal is that you will. Why niching matters. Look at the why niche matters slides here. You're going to see three main concepts. Clarity attracts, flexibility remains, and growth becomes strategic. And this is how I see it. Clarity attracts. Clear beats clever. Yes, there's some definite examples of where you see a funny social media meme or something where it gets a lot of attention, but we're not always just trying to draw attention to ourselves. That becomes complex. Who are we actually serving? But if I say, I am here today to help you walk away feeling stronger and feeling like you lost some weight for people 35 and older, that's pretty clear. I could then say, I help women 35 and older that have had a baby in the last year get stronger and regain confidence. I'm starting to get more clear with just one small turn. If I read your bio and instantly know who you work with, that you're a yoga studio owner who wants 5 new members, I want you to lean in. I read your bio and it can come out as anyone, or you work with a specific type of person. Flexibility is always going to be important in this type of stuff. Choosing a niche does not lock the door forever. Again, in my example, in a few minutes, I'm going to give you a little bit more clarity to what I'm talking about. You might focus on women 35 and older that have had a baby, but that doesn't mean you don't also offer a kids class or a way for those women to bring their kids, or maybe a family-oriented class so you get the dads and other people in there as well. So just because you choose a niche does not mean it's forever. You have to be flexible. You're trying to get the right people in the door first. That's worth repeating. Niching down means you're trying to get the right people in the door first. These are your base level foundations that we're trying to build. And then we can build on top of that foundation if you want to serve others. You're choosing the primary type of person for the next 90 days, and then we'll build on that foundation. And finally, here, growth becomes strategic. Again, we've talked about this, thinking like a speedboat. We're not the Titanic. You can turn your message or your niche every month, every quarter or so. We could test a specific niche for a summer, and then we can go out into the fall or the winter and change it just a little bit. We can make those adjustments quickly if we know that our growth is strategic. During the summertime, we may lean on kids because they're out of school. We might host some type of camps or clinics for kids. But then in the winter, we're going to focus more on gift giving and focus on families and maybe husbands buying gifts for their spouse, depending on what type of service you have. If we're strategic, we become that speedboat. Your action from this right now is to write one sentence that starts with, I primarily serve. For me, I primarily serve clients who are 0 to 35,000 in their revenue. They're a service-based business. They want more clarity. They want to live more. and they want to earn more. That's it. If clients 35,000 or more, can I help them? Sure. I'd love to help them. I have a few clients that are making 50, 60,000 a month, but I wasn't targeting them in what I was trying to bring in. The $0 to $35,000 a month target is going to be my niche. Give yourself 30 seconds. Pause this video. Write down one sentence. It starts with, I primarily serve ... Don't overthink it. We can change it next time I talk. There's quite a few books written on this subject. And if you haven't caught on, love some of these books and how they help us get clarity. One of them comes from the Pumpkin Plan. I mentioned it in a different slide deck before. The Pumpkin Plan lens comes from Mike Michalowicz. On the Pumpkin Plan slide, you're going to see top revenue, top joy. Those are those three pillars. Remember, we can do the Pumpkin Plan with our current clients. And if we do the Pumpkin Plan that we've talked about in other lessons, we know a little bit tighter who our niche is. If you're still struggling with this one, let me know. Let's work on it together, or come to one of the office hours and let's work through this together. But when you list your clients that bring you joy, the ones that pay you the most, and you cross-reference, then let's see what's that niche of that client. Are they men? Are they women? Are they married? Are they not married? Are they young? Are they older? If we do just the Pumpkin Plan exercise, we're going to get some more clarity right away. The next one that I really love here is StoryBrand Framework. Your client is the hero in this framework. They have a clear problem, and you're going to guide them to being the solution to that problem. You're going to show them a path to success. Say this out loud, or say this in your head right now. My client is my hero. My business is the guide to solving their problems. The plan is simple. The path is clear. My client is my hero. My business solves their problems. The plan is simple and the path is clear. Map that out on your niche. If you coach accountants, the hero is for the owner who works 60 hours a week during tax season. They're exhausted. They're stale. They're running with their back against the wall. I can say, I am the guide who gives them a pricing reset. They can get down to working 40 hours or less during their peak season. It's 3 steps lead to more cash, more time. What are your 4 bullet points on this? Who is your hero? What's the problem you solve? How do you guide them? And is your path clear? Keep each one short, about 10 words or so. Send it to me or bring it to the group. Let's work through this together if you're going to work this framework. If you are solving problems for people and making them feel like the most important person in the world to you, you will be able to be their hero and solve their problems. Be remarkable in one simple way. The last piece of this framework right here comes from Seth Godin. Pick one, own it, and name it from these things: faster, safer, simpler, more personal, more accountable. Which edge do you already deliver? We always see that there's a CVS and a Walgreens on many similar streets. What's the edge that one of them delivers over the other? You see this in the fitness industry very often. You see it in the chiropractic world. You see this in many different industries, or restaurants, or show clubs. Like maybe it's a place that people are going for comedy, or people go to see a movie. Often these industries exist in similar areas. So what are you delivering that gives you an edge, especially if you look at these 5 things on this slide? If there's multiple gyms on the same street, am I delivering a result faster? Am I delivering it safer? Are we simpler? Do I give more personal touch or more accountability? If you own a business and you don't already believe that you're one of the best in the industry, then we need to work on that first. But outside of that, we want to know, what of these 5 things do you do that the other person in town cannot do? If you're ready, pick one of these, write a short name for it, and keep it repeatable. The more we write down and create SOPs, standard operating procedures around these things, the more likely we are to repeat it over and over. One of your clients should be able to tell their friends in one sentence that gym made sure I was safe. They checked in on me when I had an injury, and they helped me through my entire pregnancy. That's clarity. That client is becoming your biggest fan. You're becoming remarkable to that person. What is the thing that you're doing that makes you remarkable around these 5 topics? This is the example I was referring to earlier. This is a gym that I've worked with in the past. We help people over 40 lose weight with pain-free workouts. Can you hear how clear their niche is right there? We help people over 40 lose weight with pain-free workouts. If you go on to scroll on their website, they talk about no sprinting, no complicated movements. A lot of their pictures show women, they show personal training. They know who their niche is, and they do very well with that. The beautiful thing is if you go searching around their website, they serve high school kids, junior high kids. They have a small group program. They definitely have plenty of men in their place. But their first niche, who are they attracting from step 1? We help people over 40 lose weight with pain-free workouts. So I want you to create your one line right now. Again, pause the video. I want you to share this in the school group or send it to me in an email. It's clean, it's simple, and it works. I help X get Y. You can add I help X get Y without Z. I could say I help people over 40 lose weight without complicated workouts, without sprinting, without burpees. Speak it out loud. Do not whisper it. I need to hear you guys say it. In my business, I could say something like, I help yoga studio owners add $5,000 in 90 days without paid ads. So come December, if I wanted to target some specific type of clients, I could say I help yoga businesses add $5,000 in 90 days without paid ads. I could say that for holistic health practices. I could say that for HVAC companies. Whatever it might be, I need to be clear and niche in. I help busy founders in business cut sugar. This is if you're a nutrition coach. I help busy founders cut sugar cravings in 30 days without extreme diets. Or if you're a fitness or a holistic coach, you can say, I help new moms rebuild their core strength in 12 weeks. Think about that. If you're a pelvic floor specialist, or you're trying to sell a program, I help new moms rebuild core strength in 12 weeks without long-term sessions, long gym sessions. Be specific with your number and time. Name the obstacle you remove. Write 1 to 3 versions. Read them out loud. Circle one that feels best. And let's start to use that in some of your social media. These are some of the examples I just went over. If you have any questions about those, pause the video and watch it. There's also slides below this that you can do this with. We need to define your filters. Create precise criteria when you come out of this. What's the demographic? What's the psychographic? And what's the situation that people are in? We've talked about a lot of this throughout the slides, and now it's time for you to really get in there and understand exactly who you're trying to brand towards. You can't be there for everybody. Maybe in the end, you serve a multitude of people, but if you want to attract more clients and move your financial needle, grow your head count right now, you need to start niching in. Commit now. Write your first primary avatar. Write 1 line. List 3 core problems. You have everything you need to choose and move. Before you fully leave where you're watching this video, finish your 1 line and send it to me, along with 3 names that you're going to message this today to. You can send this directly to someone and say, I've been thinking about you, and I just want to be clear. I can help you solve your problem because this is who I help. If you want help pressure testing your niche or tightening one-liners, send me a voice note or send me an email. Let's look at it together. Clarity compounds. Pick 1 niche. Speak through your means of communication like you're talking to your friends. Help people win. Then show them that win to the next person and the next person. You're going to be amazed at how fast the right people start showing up